Why is it when a man don't want to spend no money, he's got to always be broke? That's the funny thing. Females always consider, oh, you broke. It ain't about being broke. It's about living your life and spending your money on dealing with shit you got to deal with. As far as being broke, when females say that because you don't want to take them out or buy them something, if they ain't married to you, you ain't got to buy them SHIT unless you want to. But you ain't got to prove nothing to them either. You ain't got to tell them what you make. You ain't got to tell them your bank account. You ain't got to tell them nothing. When you're going around flashing all the time, what does that make you look like? The whole world sees you when you're flashing. When you're young and you flashing your money, you know what they call that? They call that ninja rich, meaning outside of that little flash money, you ain't got nothing else. The ones who don't show you nothing are the ones who usually have. Why? Because they look at it the way I look at it. It's none of your business what I got unless I'm with you. And I'm talking about really with you. But as far as telling what my bank account is and going around here trying to prove something to attract, a man can attract without ever showing a nickel. That's when he's got that confidence in himself. He knows who he is, and he ain't worried about what other people think. Because see, people want, especially, if you got a woman who looks good and all that, you arrived. When you look at it, a woman that looks good, I'm talking a natural beauty. I said natural. I'm not talking about a woman who's made up and you go to bed with her and you wake up in the morning, I ain't talking about that. When you got to put all that makeup on and all that kind of stuff and BBLs and all this surgery, don't nobody want that. Or better yet, I wouldn't want that. I like a woman who's natural. As far as I say, like I say, as far as showing your money to some female, you ain't got to show them nothing. See, it's like people who like to drive nice, expensive cars, but when they go home and park that car, they usually park it at the street. They park it at their mama house because they ain't got their own shit. When you got your own shit, you don't worry about nothing else. Never front. Ain't no what was it? DJ Breeze? I think it was DJ Breeze. Ain't no future in your fronting. And this was back in the 80s. So you know that's a long time. I'm going way back. When you always got the front, ain't no future in that. Just be who you are. People will like you better when you are who you are. I'm gonna give you this. If Dr. Umar had came out and says, you know what, brothers and sisters, I am so sorry. I pissed off that money. I'm sorry. And told why he pissed off that money. Give your vices as to why you excuse the language, fucked off the money. Give your vices. People would have forgave him. But to pile lie on lie on lie on lie on lie, ain't no coming back from that. Ain't no future in your fronting. The school was never going to start. I gave $8 and I stopped in 2021 because something up here clicked. Pow. This school ain't never going. I'm not throwing my money away. And you know what? I'm sorry I gave that $8. I wish I had my $8 back. I could have bought some penny stock with that shit and watch over the last 4 years. I could have watched that shit grow. So I'm disappointed, but it's all good because I would never give another nickel, a penny. I wouldn't even give a IOU to a person like that. When it comes to my money, I am a petty person. That's how you live. That's how you survive. And being petty allows you to do the things you want to do. And if you want to bring somebody with you, cool. But to just give your money away, just spend your money on a female, just to spend it, throw it away, on what? Here's another thing. When women always think a man wants to control them. And they, oh, I'm not no wife. I don't want to cook. I don't want to clean. Ain't nobody saying you got to cook, you got to clean. You ain't got to do nothing. Ain't nobody trying to control you. But these women get in their head that you're trying to, they're men trying to control them. Men ain't trying to control them. Because first of all, men already know how to cook. They know how to clean. They know how to take care of themselves without you. So if I can do all these things without you, what can you bring to my table? That be the point. And I provide for the house. What are you bringing to the table? You can't cook, can't clean. What are you going to do? What really? What are you going to do? 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 Because see, when a woman's my money is my money and your money is my money. I saw a video like that. Some sick chick, she was getting a divorce because apparently the guy lost his job. But in her mind, when he knew my money was my money and his money was his money. No, his money was her money too. When a woman has that attitude and come into the relationship, it's like, you know what, you stay right over there. You stay over there. You stay over there. You stay over there. You're just not gonna come. And I'm gonna work hard and go to work and come home and do everything. And you do nothing but save your money. I tell you what, you save your money right where you are and do the things you want to do without my money. You pay your own rent, and I'll continue to pay my mortgage. But that attitude, when these women thinking like that, because there's plenty of women out there who are looking to prove themselves to a man that I am nothing like a lot of these females. And that is so true. And they're good women. They may not be no IG model. Who in the hell want an IG model? I'll be perfectly honest with you. I've counseled or coached a lot of these so-called IG models that you people see and think they this and that. And you be sorely mistaken. They're not what you think they are. I don't give names because one, it's none of your business who they are. But they're not what you think they are. But in some people's mind, they believe that these women that they see, they don't want you but for one thing. Their cost of living. That's all they want you for. They're not marriage material. If you're looking for a wife, that IG ain't where you go to find a wife, because you ain't never gonna find one over there. If you look at the videos, a lot of we got hiccups now. You'll see that. But hey, you live, you learn. But as far as money, stop showing your money, brothers. Really, stop showing your monies. Because that says something about you when you got to prove something. Men don't prove or have to prove nothing. People see what men are and understand. A man ain't got to prove himself to nobody because they already see who he is. I said a man, not a boy. So men don't have to prove themselves because people already see. But ladies, I posted a video the other day. Stop listening to people. And this goes for men and women, be honest with you. Stop listening to all these people on the internet. You ain't got, like I said before, you ain't got to listen to me. Listen to yourself. But one thing I will say, stop always trying to flaunt and floss like you got it going on. It don't mean nothing. Everybody is not broke just because they don't go and spend their money on you. Everybody's not broke. Why? Maybe you ain't even deserving of somebody spending their money on you. Some women are simple. I love a woman who's simple. You ain't got to go out there and do all this Birkin bags and all that kind of shit. Boy, I don't know where that shit come from. But hey, you do what you got to do. But stop trying to floss like you got it going on. Because the majority of you, and I mean the majority of you, you ain't got a pot to piss in. That's real talk.